to SRB TV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we are taking a look at the Titans Season 2 finale. Season 2, Episode 13.
Nightwing.
Previously on Titans,
yes,
we found out what happens when you set a fruitcake on fire.
Yeah.
We found out that ghosts really won't leave you alone, especially when they have it the inside of your mind.
Yeah.
We also learned... What else did we learn? I'm actually blanking right now, to be honest.
What is it? Where Hawk's at?
Yeah, we learned that cocaine and superheroing don't mix.
Yeah.
We learned that Hawk has a lot more issues than we know.
Yeah.
Than we've realized.
Exactly.
There is a proper way to pronounce the word Tamaran. Or Timur fucking whatever.
Yeah. With Rachel and with Rachel and
Starfire
and Corey.
And we also learned that you don't skimp on the foam at a coffee shop, otherwise Beast Boy will murder the entire shop. Yeah, so a lot of interesting things going into this season finale. A lot of ups and downs, highs and lows. We already know the two biggest priorities are rescuing Conner and Gar from Cadmus.
Yeah. Oh,
that's the other thing. They do. Both Donna and Dawn do know that they are mind controlling Conner and Gar.
They at least know that part. So that part they do know. So it's not like, they're gonna put a spy in their team or something like that. No.
Yeah. So we have them trying to rescue those two from Cadmus, as well as finally dealing with the whole Deathstroke Jericho situation as well, and of course, the rock-hard Batman fan right now, excited to see the debut of the first ever official TV outfit for Nightwing.
Which, again, very hard online to avoid anything Nightwing related or just anything showing the full image. And luckily, thank God, all I've seen is just from the head up. So I see the mask, but that's about it.
Yeah, unless we forget the status of Jason Todd and Rose Wilson.
Yeah, that too, pretty much, where we don't know where
Jason Todd's like, fuck everybody then, you know.
Yeah, he's like, fuck everybody, I'm leaving, and we also got to see pretty much, that was another thing in the last episode too, we got to see the origins of Rose, pretty much, where she came from,
and that slightly too comic book accurate outfit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure hopefully they improve it, or at least they give her a better improvement on her, mainly the headpiece, that's what it is. Hopefully they better give her a better outfit on the headpiece, because the one they gave her here, it seems very too cheesy. You know, it's like they try too much to try to make it comic accurate, but sometimes like you don't have to be that accurate, as long as it works with the outfit, pretty much. Yeah. But diving into this, seems like everybody is coming together. Everyone's starting to head to San Francisco, pretty much. Yeah. And everything's coming to a full ahead. We got Cadmus, but we also got Deathstroke, so we don't know what's going on, because Nightwing wants to go after Deathstroke, while the other part of the gang wants to go after and save Gar and stuff like that. So, depends on who's going to team up, what happens, and are they going to do what they did last season, pretty much, on how they ended the finale, which was, we're just going to kind of like end it here, but then end it in the first episode of the next season. Yeah. Will they do that? Here, we don't know. Are they just going to end it and then just do the usual, we're going to tease what's going to possibly happen, in the next season? We don't know. Again. So let's dive into this. It's all been leading to this. We've been waiting 2 goddamn seasons for Dick to finally just put on the suit and finally become the man he's supposed to be. And this is it for Titans Season 2, Episode 13, the season finale episode, entitled Nightwing. So, let's go.
Hey, fuck all you.
All we do is bring pain with us wherever we go.
Your heroes.
Once, Blackfire. We could roll together. It's always been a dream of mine. I'm coming for you.
Titans in space!
What Master Wayne has put together. You got done yourselves.
Accept it. Not as something to be defeated, but as part of our daily life.
Yeah, his whole plan is just like
weird.
They want to look like the heroes.
They want to make it look like Cadmus is the true heroes.
Lex Luthor mindset.
We Cadmus know that he will exist in the world, and we're uniquely positioned to stop him. We will not. We'll be providing you with satellite link and code. Set your schedules to 9 p.m.
Oh, is she gonna send him out to kill Gar?
That's what it feels like.
To prove his capabilities?
Like more of like this is a on the field test as a presentation.
Nice touch.
Yeah, since Gar's a Titan, like I said, he's gonna start attacking everybody, and Cadmus shows up as if they're the heroes.
Oh no. I mean, if anybody could like break the psycho shit in his brain,
I think it's her.
It's her.
Oh!
Oh shit! Oh! Are you fucking kidding me?
So they gotta do it with his ass. No.
Bro.
What was that?
Yeah! Yeah, baby!
You should have stayed home.
Wow, he's fast.
Damn!
Look how fast he is. He's more focused.
Yeah!
Dick?
Hey,
Corey.
Who's
take
it?
care of her. It's happening.
Yeah!
He's more focused than ever. Look at more agile.
Jericho.
Jericho.
You're in there. You're alive.
Fuck yeah.
Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Do.
Fuck yeah.
Jericho. You don't get to say his name.
Oh! No.
Well, can he
He
regenerate?
can regenerate. She doesn't know. Remember, she doesn't know.
Yeah!
And her. Yeah.
I'm sorry for everything.
Meanwhile, everyone's carrying. What the fuck is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, let the bidding begin.
Come on, guys, ruin that auction! Ruin that fucking auction! Oh my god! Yeah.
Yes.
The Titans.
They've arrived. Full gear and everything.
Oh yeah! In the gear, down in the gear for the first time!
Why are you looking at me like that?
What are you looking at?
Probably because you're dressed like a giant bird. He has no clue who we are.
I think you should go talk to him.
Why me?
And like they're arguing.
Who's Kryptonian? You're from Syrian. Maybe he'll relate.
Fuck! When did this turn into an Arrowverse episode?
I still like that. So they had that toss that little bit of brilliancy Arrowverse. Like, you talk to her. You. You're doing a good job.
Who do you think? Oh, look, Superman playing. Is that a?
I should have seen that coming.
Hey! From the tower.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
The pier
Oh, yeah.
building is closed for the day.
Seems like yeah.
The Bruce Wayne equivalent of.
It's Mr. Luther.
It's Mr. Luther.
Oh shit.
There you go. Remember
Who you are.
Where's
Where's James Earl Jones when you need him?
Yeah, remember who you are.
The optimist. Forever the optimist.
The one who had the most hope.
Out of all of them. There you go.
That's what
It's a metaphor, pretty much.
Yeah.
He broke down the barriers to help become strong. Help gain the strength to
He
break
needs.
the mind. Break the mind control.
Mind control and yeah, pretty much mind control. I swear to God.
Connor, what the fuck, bruh? What the fuck, bruh? Dude, Connor, what the fuck? No, fuck off.
Fuck off. No. No.
How the fuck? That makes no.
Field of battle likely. Whether it be recognized in the or in some distant time, or never at all.
What?
This is the hero's duty.
What? They didn't really need a dark moment. They needed a positive moment to end the season. It wasn't him.
I don't think it was him.
I'm not sure we all.
I think he was brought there too.
He was right there too.
I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Elko.
Yes, Nevada.
I'm sorry, I've never been to Elko.
That wasn't him.
Perhaps you confused me with someone else.
Yeah, perhaps.
Wait.
Who brought them together then?
Rachel got in our
Thinking Rachel was the one who got in their heads.
That's so sweet. No.
Wait. What if that explains
We saw him.
Dick? What if that explains Dick Grayson? How Dick's been seeing him literally?
My powers go away and hers get weirder. Yeah. What the fuck is going on? I don't know.
A literal
It was
blue
Rachel.
swan.
She's been reaching out secretly.
I want to couple it straight.
Or that's what she meant by her powers have been growing.
Her grown, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
superhero walk.
Ah!
And crypto.
And crypto!
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hey, ladies, cars.
Oh,
She shifted.
into.
So
Oh.
she's coming to her. She's coming to her. Ah!
So that was the Titans Season 2 finale. And up until a point, I really enjoyed this episode.
This was like getting to the
Easily.
This was easily getting to become the best episode of the season.
Yeah, easily one of my best episodes this season. And then they pulled this shit
they
with
pulled the
shit.
the
Donna Troy.
Donna Troy shit.
Now,
You had us up to that point.
like, I can understand if Superboy was knocked out, at the very least, but he's fucking standing there, and then he's not there anymore, and Donna dies. What?
You see the common sense there, right? You see the common sense there from somebody who's like, I did this, I'm sorry. So you think that he would save them to show them, I'm a hero type. You know, I'm like, I am a hero.
And if this was just a
Another plot for the next season.
A subplot for season 3 with Donna and Rachel,
They could have done it, but
it was done poorly. Very poorly.
to me, I would understand if maybe she grabbed it and then Connor came right behind to help out a little bit, but then she was still affected. That I would understand because at least he's helping her, at least, you know, things like that. But that's the only part that really threw us off, where it's like, where's the common sense in that?
It's just a good episode. It was a great fight, some great fight scene with Deathstroke and Nightwing, and later Ravager, and then like eventually that resolution was really cool. That was really nice. The outfit,
the overall. Okay, we could talk about that at least. Everything before what happened there, we'll talk about, which is, it was great how they set everything up. It was fantastic. It really pretty much, it was wrapping up a whole long story pretty much that's been building up and finally coming to this point. And they did a good job here in this finale where pretty much, you know, Nightwing was, Dick was finally free and now he was his own person. Pretty much. He was moving smoothly, fighting smoothly and stuff like that. That was fantastic. That build-up was fantastic to, you know, in this episode, in this finale. It was a great little build up, a little tease, pretty much getting right into it. You know, especially with Ravager coming into it and helping out.
Yeah.
You know, it was really badass to see those batons come out with the electricity. That's when it's just like you know, people probably lost their shit going, yes, the batons.
Yeah, there was a lot of good moments and some Berlanti-esque humor.
Yes, you know, when they're standing in front of Conner going, you talk to him. Why are you going to talk to me to talk to him? I don't know him. You know, it's like that's where you really felt, okay, there's the Berlanti. There we go. That's the Berlanti right there.
Now,
with a little humor.
Now, like I said, there's even good near the end, you know. Sam slowly tackling Beast Boy's issues of what he did the last couple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship between Hank and Dawn.
Yeah.
There's, you know, Jason Todd's thing, not just there yet to return, you know.
Yeah.
And of course the tease for like what's to come next season, which is Blackfire.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have the death of Donna, which still does not make any sense. Like, okay, I get the sacrifices we'll get into this more in season review, but like I get the sacrifices she had to go through the death of Garfield pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And like what she lost and like always being hesitant about like the darkness that surrounded Titan's tower and stuff. So
you said Garfield. It's actually Garrett.
Garrett, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean Garrett. And like all that, yeah. But then did she really have to be the sacrificial lamb at the end?
I mean, they could have done a better job at it where she still got some help, but but she still got affected where it killed her.
Like, you could easily, like, yes, Superboy saved that little girl. And then, like, later, Donna decides to leave.
Because he's so distracted with the little girl, thinking, oh, Donna has it, you know, the type of thing. Maybe that would be more understandable.
You know, and if you wanted to do the whole subplot where she goes back to Themyscira, you could still do it. Because she's always, this entire season, she's shown to be hesitant about even reforming the Titans.
Yeah.
And Rachel could go along, too, considering the shit she's going through herself this season.
Yeah, so which, like I said, it feels like they put this in here because they need it, because like I said, we like this, pretty much, it's the type of thing where in the next season they want to add at least 2 separate plots in there. I think they want to add probably the Rachel and Donna thing pretty much on Themyscira, but also it's like they need they have the Blackfire thing. So it's like I think they needed 2 subplots for the next season. So this is their way of setting it up.
I know, it's so frustrating. Like,
but the finale,
the finale, except for that moment, was good.
Yeah,
so it was really good. I mean, even the questionable about how powerful Raven's powers have really become.
Because, yeah, they teased that at the end where it's like, he was like, I was never there. Which went back to what we were stating going, oh, that's Rachel. Kept saying Rachel's the one who's kind of doing it again, reaching out to them. But then he said, oh, no, it was Bruce. But it's like, no, it still goes back to Rachel. And then she said, my powers are growing, and, more, potentially even more every day. And it's like,
there was some great stuff here. Overall, like, I just didn't like what they did with Donna. I really don't.
I think that's the only downside to the finale.
Yeah, maybe. We know how Themyscira works. Raven's powers have been growing. Yeah, maybe she's brought back. Because that's why I said the ironic thing about Donna Troy's history in the comics is her history has been rewritten so many times as it is, to a point where it gets confusing.
And there has been another type of, another Wonder Girl, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it depends on if they're going to do that here or not. That's the question we have here. Because, again, her story's been rewritten so many times
it's
that there's no tomorrow.
It felt so abrupt. Like, it's like the biggest thing was,
it's like we hit the high point, that's what it is. In this finale, we hit the high point where we're like, oh, right, the team's back. Everyone's seen them as heroes. They're, all together. But then it's like, then that's when you just drop the ball. And
it's just question that. That's the only part that feels the most questionable about this entire episode.
Because if they wanted, like I said, if they wanted to add that extra plot where it's like, yeah, maybe she does die, do it in a way where it made sense.
Like, look, if I can see that you've clearly fucked up in a plot on a TV show, you clearly are royally fucking up, And we're we're a group of people who need consistent help of keeping up with all the names, plots, and people of his Dark Materials.
That too.
So if I could tell you're fucking up in your show, you're not doing a good job.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't care how edgy shit you want your show to be. You know, you can have a positive ending to an otherwise dark season.
Yeah.
It just, yeah.
So our general consensus for this season finale was it was good. It was good.
Our only real downside is, did Donna really need to die? Or
like this.
Yeah, did Donna really need to die like this? Considering
they could have done it a different way.
Considering who was in that point at that carnival, you're telling me she's the one who had to die?
Yeah. You know what? If I want to understand is maybe if she was in a fight at the time with pretty much with Connor at the time, maybe she got punched into it, and then something happened there. That is another good way.
That would have, I wouldn't have been a big fan of it, but that would have been serviceable.
That would have been serviceable enough. But again, we thought, the season finale overall, not just up to that point, but overall we thought the season finale was good. They did a good job. They did a classic pretty much thing, which they didn't do last season, which was they pretty much cut it off before we were about to see the big wrap up, of them trying to beat Trigon. Here, it's like they wrapped up the story, but then they did a classic Berlanti, which is they set it up for some, what's coming in season 3.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Now we can dive into pretty much the overall season for Titans for season 2.
Yeah, I would call this a season character development. The character development.
Season pretty much
because the thing was though, season 1 was. Okay, he gets the idea to bring Titans, he gets that big idea of being a team again. Season 2 is, okay, let's try Titans again. And throughout all of this, we need character development. So, we got more on...
Yeah.
You can go on.
Well, no, because I really want to keep it separate in a way. I know you understand.
No, I'm not getting into the character. I'm saying this was character development this season. Development season.
Yeah, this season.
Because you needed to build up all the heroes that are going to be in potential future seasons. So you have... more stuff with Hawk and Dove, more stuff about Donna, more stuff about Aqualad, despite his passing, more on Jason Todd's background, more development on Dick Grayson becoming a better... the main focus of the entire was character development.
Yeah, that's what the season was, pretty much. It was trying to show them that pretty much, how the team's going to be like, in a way. A little bit, it's like we brought everybody together to Titans Tower. We're gonna start Titans again, but it's like, but how do we become Titans? And the way that's what the season is. How do we become Titans? How do we work as a team? It's like they all have their own issues, but it's a type of thing. Like by the end of the season, even Bruce said pretty much is that you have to work as a team. You have to be built as a team, type of thing. Pretty much, you need to do. It's like everything is a family. You are a family. You need to learn to share each other's problems to get through as a family. And that's what this season was, showing all the character, like you said before, the character development this season pretty much was like, just building up for each character and with their own personal crap they're going through.
Yeah.
With everything. But this season overall...
I found it to be better than...
It was better than the first season.
I enjoyed it more than season 1.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great moments, there was some...
Those bigger moments this season.
And there's better moments, like finding out more about the history of the Titans was really nice. I thought
seeing their past, pretty much, of where they came from, like when they were a team, pretty much.
Yeah, I like the character development Dick went throughout the entire season. I thought that was well done, pretty much. Tragedy of Jericho was as tragic as we thought it was going to be, and it was.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, until we called that theory from a mile away.
Yeah, one of our fans did, at least, pretty much.
I originally said that theory, but then, fan, reconfirmed it.
Reconfirmed it, but also, pretty much, it did change into it. But like I said, this season was definitely better. It had better moments, better iconic moments, in a way, pretty much. A lot has been waiting for. It was really cool to see, pretty much, where they all originated from, where they came from, as a team, and where they stood and things like that. But this season was good.
Now, overall, do we think it was a great season? Do we think it's up there with our Marvel rest in peace Marvel Netflix shows or what Runaway? No. It was a better season than season 1, but wasn't that amazing of a season. Yeah, it wasn't mind blowing. I'll give credit. This season actually ended unlike last season where it was
it ended on It ended pretty much where they wrapped up the storyline and prepared us for what's to come. That's
yeah,
it.
like,
you know?
yeah. But this was a good season. It wasn't a great season. It was a better season. The best way to put it, it was a better season than season 1.
Yeah.
Like if my real downsides are, of course, my only real downsides are like Donna's abrupt death. Okay, there was 2 sets of villains. I'm really tired of shows doing that. I want one concurrent villain.
No, I understand if they do add 2 villains, but it's
or
a matter
they did the Marvel Netflix shows where the first half was one villain and the second half was kind of the other villain. I didn't mind that because at least throughout the second half with the other villain, the first villain is still around. It's not like they're completely gone.
Yeah, it's like the type of thing where you can make it work, but it is difficult because you have to find a way to weave both the stories kind of together. Pretty much having 2 villains, and the team dealing with 2 different things, pretty much.
Yeah, so if I was being honest, I cared a lot more for the Deathstroke stuff than I did the Cadmus stuff, to be honest. I know the reason we did Cadmus, but I actually liked that one a bit more because it was actually explaining to us everything we wanted to know about, okay, why aren't the Titans still together? What happened with the Titans? Why are they all separate? Deathstroke was that key, and I would have loved it if they used him throughout the entire season. Yeah. I wouldn't have been surprised if he teamed up with Cadmus to take care of Titans.
And that's what I was thinking.
But that never happened.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking at some point, it's like, they come together realizing we have a common enemy, pretty much type of thing. Something like that, where we have a common, let's work together. It's use our resources to work together for this moment.
So, that's why I didn't like, for a fact, the Deathstroke stuff was really good. It was really interesting because of what they had to go through with what happened with Jericho. It was more inviting. I was invested in that. The Cadmus stuff, the only reason I was invested is because, they created Superboy, now they want him back. That's it,
And that's about it, pretty much. Cadmus was just more of we're introducing Cadmus and that's it. That was it.
The actress that played Mercy Graves did a great job because all Mercy Graves is a complete bitch who is loyal to Luthor.
She's always been loyal to Luthor overall.
Yeah, I didn't mind. She did a really good job, but I just, I was more concerned with the plot with Deathstroke than I was with the stuff with Cadmus. Just a lot more than that.
Now, they didn't bring Cadmus in. It was good. The season started off good, pretty much, and that it means there was no Cadmus at the time. I think wasn't about the 4th episode when they started bringing in Cadmus and Superboy and things like that. I think it was around the 3rd or 4th episode. I think it was the 4th episode, I believe, is when they brought him in, and that's when like you said, that's when it just felt like it started faltering because the first 3 episodes was good because they were like, oh, we're dealing straight on with Deathstroke. Okay, this is good, and all of a sudden they bring Cadmus, and it's like they brought in Cadmus scattered at certain points. And it's like just bring it fully from the beginning. That's what I thought they were going to do, maybe, somehow, but that didn't happen. Because you could do so much, just like with
and that's, sorry to interrupt, but that's the other thing. It's Deathstroke is one of the Titans' most iconic villains. They have others, mind you, but they have a lot of iconic villains. Deathstroke's one of them. And if I had to add a slight addendum to the season finale of Titans, another downside is that Deathstroke kind of taken out a bit easier than I thought he would have. All things considering, he's supposed to be his.
To me, they should have at least showed that he was in, at least pretty much, even if he was in the morgue, at least showing him waking up because again,
he's alive.
He's alive. All of us knows he's alive, pretty much. So it's a type of thing going. They should at least, to me, they should have done that. Maybe not. Maybe not, pretty much, but at least for people who know that he is alive. Because I know if they would have done that, then they would confirm, oh, he's coming back again next season. Probably.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Which is all right.
That would be a nice surprise because for
another season where he comes back.
Yeah, anybody who's read a comic book knows Deathstroke. It takes a lot to take him down.
And maybe he'll come back even harder, but this time with Terra, maybe.
And that just proves my point. It's you could have made that finale so epic. Cadmus and Deathstroke teaming together, trying to take on the Titans. Yeah. Then teaming up at the end to take them down.
And then somehow, like I said, at that point where Bruce kicks in, and then they get the call for, and then she tries to get away, going, "You're on your own," type of thing.
Yeah, and that's the reason. That's back to my original point. Is that's why I wouldn't have minded if Deathstroke was just a concurrent villain for all the bane of their existence for all of them. Have Cadmus here, but could have used like.
They could have used Deathstroke in a better route.
I feel like they could have used more of him, and the finale could have been even more epic. You know.
Yeah, because that fight scene. Don't be wrong. The fight we seen was fantastic for the finale episode. Pretty much, it was a finale. It was a great scene, but it felt like it could have been longer. Pretty much, because since they're both really great martial artists. Pretty much, it's like they could have at least stretched it a little bit longer. Yeah. And then bring in Ravager somehow, pretty much. Maybe she comes in, and that makes it a little bit more difficult for him, maybe.
Yeah, this season even had a tolerable Jason Todd, you know.
Yeah, it did pretty much. It really did, and it makes you wonder what's gonna, it's like what's gonna happen with him. Is he going back with Batman, or what's happening pretty much with that? So we don't know yet.
His trust issues have been really shattered. So
so
it's going to take a lot to mend those.
Yeah, exactly. So now we've done the overall season. Let's dive into some of these characters.
So just a refresher, better than season 1 at the very least But
it was still good, but not amazing.
We saw that was a good. In our opinion, we saw it was a good season. Better than season 1. But still has a lot to learn.
It still has faults, pretty much.
Like for Pete's sake, man, tone down the blue filter. I mean, tone down.
That's how we keep asking. Tone down the blue filter, please.
Okay, character development.
But now we dive into, like I said, character development. Did you want to start off with the main baddie himself, pretty much Deathstroke? I leave it up to you.
Did he really have character development? I mean,
it's up to you, pretty much. We can leave maybe Dick and Deathstroke maybe for last and work on maybe the smaller characters?
In my opinion, the ones who had the biggest character development this season were Dick, Connor, Hawk and Dove.
The rest of the team.
No, wait. And that's it. Rachel got some too, but like...
Well, let's start off with Corey.
Oh, Corey, yeah.
I didn't like where they took her this season, and the reason I say that is because I didn't like how they took her, because in the first season she was there to hunt pretty much Raven, the prophecy, and then they come to this second season. They're switching up her story where they're like, oh, she was trying to get away, and it's like, okay, then what was that first season then? To me, it was like it went from she was on the hunt for people to. Oh, I just was trying to get away from.
No, I can't explain that.
I know. For me, I don't like it.
What happened was she crashed. She crash landed on Earth. She was there originally on mission, but because of spending so much time there, getting to know the humans, she decided she didn't want to go back. That's what happened.
I don't know. I just didn't like how they did that.
Because that's why she was on mission. She decided not to come back because she made friends, she made family, pretty much. And considering what we found out about Corey throughout this entire season, based on what we found out from her ex-boyfriend, she was somebody who wasn't happy there. And you could tell when she was talking about that, she wasn't happy about talking about it. She didn't want to talk about it.
I don't know. I just didn't like her being person. I just didn't like it because it's like it went from that to this. Yes, you make a good point. That does make a good point. I just didn't like. I don't know. I just like it because it was like a flip flop type of personality when it came to it. That's all. That was the only issue I had with her. But she did all right this season. If I'm not looking at that, if I'm not looking at it all, she did all right. I think she's just dealing with more of her emotions, pretty much now knowing what's going on with her family, what happened to her family. So pretty much with her dealing with that, I don't know. It felt now I see there's going to be a lot to deal with in the third season for her. She's going to be back on board with focused on Corey. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting where they go with her. But like I said, I thought her character development was all right this season, to be honest.
Well, she didn't really need much. I mean, it really didn't get back to her until after her ex-boyfriend got set ablaze by her. I think she was fine for the most part. She was just going on her own journey pretty much, and it wasn't the best journey, mind you. She could have easily gotten the Titans to help, Rachel and stuff to help her out and things like that. But it was one of those things where she clearly has problems with her family, with her planet and stuff, and Blackfire doing what she did to her family and things like that. It makes you it makes you. I would say sympathize, but makes you, realize that she's not having to deal with emotion she has never had to deal with, which was like pain. Yeah. Pretty much. Actual emotional pain.
Pain and grieving, pretty much a process of like what just happened.
Yeah. Like I said, she didn't get much to care about because like we already knew enough we needed to know about Corey and her mindset about things, and when you can tell that especially when we saw her talk to Blackfire.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, another character you want to? Because I just mentioned Corey. You want to bring up another character? Maybe bounce off each, pretty much.
You can go on next one.
No, you could choose.
I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Besides the main one,
Well, I'm only asking only because pretty much there were.
Okay, Donna.
Okay. You can go straight into Donna then.
Okay, look, I get why she doesn't like what's happening, trying to get the Titans a bit. She didn't like what Dick was doing, trying to get the Titans back together. Yeah. I get that. I get why she shows so much resentment towards the Tower, how much she shows still resentment towards Dick, and Deathstroke. I get all of that, but good lord, lady, get your fucking priorities in check. Yeah. I did not like for the fact the blame train's all on Dick. Woo woo. It's like
it's a type of thing where
it's like
she understand this is all a team thing. This is a team effort.
It's a team effort, and she's treating Dick like fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's like her head was so far up her ass. She's like she's not even hearing what was going on.
Like you had years to work out what happened to Garrett. Yeah. You've had literal Gareth. Yes. You've had literal years to work on that. You've done great for yourself. You've realized potential. Coming back to this doesn't help, but during those years you've had some sort of fucking character development. Of being somebody who understands Dick's mindset and stuff like that. You were fucking family to begin with, for Pete's sake,
Exactly. To me, it's like she could not get over it at all. Especially with the line, especially what happened to Elko, pretty much. When Bruce pretty much talked to them and stuff like that, and then she was still like, "Oh, that's Dick's decision." It's just like, really, it's like, come on, are you serious?
Yeah, in my least favorite moment of this season was like everybody getting up and leaving after Dick tells them the truth about Jericho.
Exactly. It's the type of thing where it's like, wait a minute, when we find out the reason why they left, pretty much, the first time around, the real reason, it's just like, really, would leave because of that? Because he was already dead there? He's like, he just got there, It's like, you would think they would be more pissed off at Deathstroke about what happened, You think they would work as a team to stop him, but it's like they leave because of that? And they blame Dick because of it? And it makes no sense.
And then Donna starts showing more concern.
Oh yeah, where it's like after they left the second time, she's trying to get a hold of Dick. It's like, bitch, you just left Dick and you're trying to call for help.
It's like, I don't get it. I didn't like
She's
Donna.
She's being a hypocrite.
I really did like Donna last season. She was she's kind of a nice unexpected surprise.
Yeah, I loved her last season. She was a nice, good surprise. She worked well.
And she figured out how to be her own hero. Yes. Using her photojournalism skills for, good.
Exactly. And then here, it's just a total 180 where it's just like, she's like just thinking Dick is a dick, pretty much. He just doesn't.
You think enough, it comes back to original, you think you got a few years back enough time.
You think you get over it, not
get over it, but understand what happened. And
get over it and understand and move
I can understand if after he tells the truth about Jericho and then she gets pissed, I can understand that. But the entire fucking season,
it's like just holding it over his head the whole freaking time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The next
and now she's dead. Which look, as much as our disdain towards her character development this season, she didn't deserve to fucking die like that.
She deserved at least to die like a hero, but not like this. It's like. It has to be more. It has to make more sense of it because right now she went under. It's like Connor could have done that. Yeah. It's like that again. That still doesn't make no sense whatsoever. Gar. Oh my god, I feel sorry for Gar.
Gar doesn't need much character.
He doesn't need much, but
he was the only one. It's clear that season 2 that he was, he just was so happy to be there.
He was happy that he's like, I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to work as a team. I'm going to be working with other heroes that I've always looked up to, It's like he was the only one that really... That's why he said there's much to say because he had the most fun.
Yeah, his character development is not going to really start till next season.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really... Because he was the optimist, except for what finally happened to him in Cadmus. He was the optimist. He was all about family.
He was all about family. He was all about, yes, we're going to work as a team. We need to be a family. We need to work as a team. And he's like, we need to get these Titans together. Let's do this. Let's be heroes. He was the only one that was so positive of the entire group.
And now he's got to go through some edgy shit next season.
Yes,
he did.
He's got to go through some very serious edgy shit because now it's going to psychologically come back to haunt him, And hopefully maybe with this, maybe he decides, maybe I should turn into something else than just a tiger. Maybe he's scared.
Yeah, I mean, all he can transform into is a tiger and a snake, and that's it. So.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully maybe this next season he tries to experiment of maybe trying to turn into something else.
Yeah, we'll get to that in season 3, hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just gotta feel bad for him because he was just the optimist, and now he has this on Elena's.
And also, I think there's nothing much more even to say as well. Well, a little bit with Rachel.
Rachel, I don't get what happened to Rachel. It was like her whole issue first half of the season was dealing with darkness, and then out of nowhere, it's gone. It's not an issue.
It's not an issue. It's as if pretty much, whatever happened, even with the gargoyle and stuff like that, it's like, whatever happened there, it's like, it's nothing, it's brushed to the side, type of thing.
Yeah.
So, I think we're going to dive more into what her powers are capable of probably in the next season.
Yeah.
Because since here, they kind of teased it pretty much.
Yeah.
They teased it where, by the end of it, they're like, that was Rachel. The whole time. It's like, it's showing how powerful her powers are growing. And stuff like that. And she doesn't, even probably she doesn't realize it. Or maybe she does, and she's just hiding it from the team.
Yeah, it was weird how they abruptly just let go of that plot. It's like, let's not get back to the part where a gargoyle murdered a guy because of her darkness,
Yeah.
We're not going to get back to that. Yeah. We never get back to that group of people she was with, earlier, the
kids, yeah, exactly. The ones that she was with, it's like...
It was just weird, it's just...
Okay, we're done with them.
It's just done. That's it. Not going to get back to them.
Yeah, but that's for Rachel.
Yeah, they dealt with her darkness for the first half.
And that was it.
And the second half, it's like, okay,
it felt like the writers
a gargoyle kill a dude, and that's it.
It felt like
it looks like she's in control of her powers now. Woo.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, okay, we're done with it. It's like the writers just swept away, going, okay, her powers are growing. That's why they brought it back in the finale, saying all her powers are that she's growing her ability, stuff like that. So the next character development is a double decker, pretty much. We're getting. A double dose, and that's Hank and Dawn, Hawk and Dove, pretty much.
Yeah, it looked like at first they were just fine.
They were perfectly fine together.
But then, the whole thing about putting on the mask again is what really wrecked them. And
not realizing pretty much that, and it's like we said in that episode, going. They don't realize they're heroes. They're built for this. So trouble's always going to be around them, no matter what.
I mean, what I didn't like is that they had to go through this, considering what we found out what happened to the mom and the brother, respectively.
Exactly, and it makes no sense. To me, the argument makes no sense only because it's the type of thing going. It always follows us. No matter where we go, it's going to always follow us, but it's just get over it. Even if you retire, it's always going to be a part of you. It's like they made their point to the sister, pretty much, the girl, and it's like they made a perfect point, but then it still affected them, where it's just like, really, just let it go. This is who you are.
Yeah, he dived right back into the cocaine.
Oh, yeah, he dived right into the drugs and stuff like that, and it's like he didn't realize what he was getting himself into until... he realized what he did with his outfit, his suit, and things like that. And pretty much, it's like, even hearing it, I think what really kicked it in is when he heard it from, a fan, realizing, you changed my life.
Yeah.
Realizing that, people still look up to heroes. They still look up to them. They still look up to the Titans.
Yeah.
So I think that's what really kind of snapped him back. I understand where Dawn's coming from, where it's like, Hank and Dawn are over with. But you know what? It's like they still work better as a team. Yeah. So I like their character development this season. It made sense.
Yeah. It
made sense. Pretty much.
It wasn't bad. It feels kind of. I feel like they're hinting at maybe Dawn and Dick are gonna try again.
Maybe we don't know, but that's
Dawn,
the
how would you combine that name?
Nighthawk. Oh no! Whoops. Sorry. That's if they would have gone the other way. But I don't know, Night Dove or Dove Knight. I don't know.
Con. Dion.
Anyways, but no, I like their development. Their development was really strong, pretty much, and I think their development was the best overall this season. A little, it was about the best character development you can get for these two.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it was exactly necessary for them to have that, but of course their relationship's already fragile as it is, considering about coming back as heroes.
Exactly. Next person we could dive into, which is really brief and short, is Conner. I really like how they developed him.
Yeah, I
really
didn't mind.
did.
I didn't mind.
He's another one where I actually like how they develop, especially when they dive deeper compared to the animated series or even what Smallville did. It's like this; they really dive deep into his persona. How he thinks and things like that. It's it's like how he really has that. He really does have that pretty much mind of, okay, he has the mind of Lex and the mind of Superman, but it's like what you had stated going. He's Lex Luthor, but with a moral compass.
Yeah.
He is smart and things like that, and you can see it makes sense for those dark moments where he got angry or got pissed off. That's the Lex side of him, pretty much. And that's what you kind of could look at if any of you watched Young Justice, where whenever he gets angry, that was more of the true Lex coming out of him. The anger and things like that. Here, I like how they defined it, how they pretty much really developed it, pretty much overall. How he was conflicted, pretty much with both sides.
Yeah.
And I really like how they developed him. I really did. They did a good job with Conner. Hopefully, hopefully he.
Oh yeah, except for the parts where he goes off on the cops, but
Besides that part, but again, he has the mind of a child. Then still, pretty much, where he's still learning. He's still trying to comprehend everything, and hopefully, we get a lot of development in the next season, pretty much for his character. We're gonna probably get a lot of that to see how to be a hero. Work as a team and things like that. Especially with maybe Dick mentoring him. Mentoring Conner. What it takes to be a hero. There's nothing much to say about Conner. Like I said, they did a good job overall. Especially having Crypto along. This is pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get more Crypto in the next episode.
Yeah. Last but certainly not least, Dick Grayson, who
so no Deathstroke at all.
It ties into Deathstroke. He ties into Deathstroke.
Well, then
he's bound.
We'll bring in a double header here, pretty much back to back, which bounce off of one another.
There was enough. See, I don't think there was a whole lot of character development with Deathstroke. It was just he was Deathstroke, and the main issue was, that's why I say he was attached to Dick Grayson's character development, because Dick had to get over that last hurdle, pretty much, which was not only working with a team, but becoming the hero
that he wants to be.
Yeah, he wants to be, not that one that he needs to be, the one he wants to.
The person he needs to become, pretty much. And
they did a really good job with that. With the truth about Jericho, with him battling the literal conscientious...
His mental demons, pretty much.
Who may or may not have been connected to Raven's abilities.
Pretty much it would make sense if Rachel was a part of that as well, where she somehow was trying to get into his mind to try to really convince him, pretty much, to help him realize.
Yeah,
it's like she grabbed that Bruce out of his mind to really get to Dick, pretty much. And like I said, I loved his development this season. His development this season was fantastic.
Yeah, he finally got over the hurdles that have been holding him back all season one.
It was a great build up to the finale. To me, it was a great freaking build up.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
And season 2, it was him finally defeating that darkness, pretty much, from literal darkness from inside earlier season. And this was the defining moment for him, was becoming Nightwing.
Letting it go and becoming the hero he wants to be. That's why, if you notice too, he was more focused than ever. He was more focused and he was more battle ready. He was able to move much more faster and quicker and just go at it, because it's like his mind is clear. He's finally at ease. He's finally the person he wants to be. not anybody else that wants him to be like that type of person. And again, that's where it bounces off of Deathstroke in a way, where it's like him just trying to really get into his mindset, pretty much. You know, he's blaming Dick and doing all this. He's like, he really mentally messed up Dick, pretty much, to the point where it's like, it affected him. You know, and Deathstroke, like I said, I wish they had more of Deathstroke in this. I mean, I really don't get me wrong, I liked how they kind of showed more of his origins in this one, because we never ever really got an origins type of story of him overall. Like this before, that's more true to the comics than ever. But yeah, it was, like I said, I mean, that was another one that was like just a great development overall, was Dick, pretty much. Deathstroke, I think, is probably at the bottom of the totem bowl.
Yeah, that's why I said
he's at the very bottom of like
what Deathstroke connected pretty much. Sorry, no, let me rephrase that. Deathstroke works into Dick's character development because he's the like, if we're saying, like, if Bruce Wayne is the angel on his wing, Deathstroke was the demon.
The little demon, pretty much. Yeah, the little devil. You know, messing with them, telling them to do, you know, the wrong, you know, just doing the wrong thing.
And all Dick wanted to do was do right by him. That's why he decided to go to prison. That's where he eventually decided to help those other guys escape from prison, you know.
Realizing.
By the way, you know, I hope that gets brought up. I mean, he's technically an escaped convict. You know?
Yeah, I really hope they bring that up, or Bruce probably covers that up or something like that somehow. Or even they bring up going, how did you get out of prison, by the way? Aren't you a wanted fugitive now? Or, you know, hopefully they bring it up, or Bruce covers it up or something.
Yeah, Bruce probably covered up stuff, but yeah, I think easily Dick Grayson had the most character development, and he had some good character development because we finally got to see what was troubling him all of season 1, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was like, it wasn't just Batman. It was what happened with Jericho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Things to look forward to in season 3.
Well, of course, Blackfire.
Dealing with Blackfire. Superboy learning how to be a real hero.
Yeah, he starts to learn how to become he's learning to become a hero and learning new things and just pretty much developing, you know, him pretty much overall.
Beast Boy dealing with not only seeing if maybe him probably transforming different animals, but him dealing with the shit he caused in the second half of season 2.
Yeah, maybe somehow with this, you know, he doesn't want to turn into a tiger anymore. Maybe at some point he decides to turn into other type of animals that aren't as ferocious, but he can still use them as an advantage.
Stuff with Jason Todd. That's a burnt bridge that's looking to be repaired. You know.
Does he ever make a return back, or does he go back to Batman? I mean, that's the question there.
Yeah, Rachel and Donna, pretty much.
That seems like it's going to be a big plot in the next season.
Her being resurrected, most likely.
Possibly, yeah.
And also to see how far her powers go now. Are there going to be more villains we're going to get next season aside from Blackfire?
Yeah, we're going to have a double villain, or is it just going to be one solid villain pretty much throughout the whole season? And you know, and that, you know, I doubt it at this point, pretty much.
Are we going to see any of the other Justice League members? Like, we saw Bruce Wayne. Are we going to see Clark Kent next season? Is he going to be the one to help Superboy out with his abilities? Learn how to be a proper hero? You know, I'm curious.
Becoming the man he wants to be, pretty much. You know, that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they go there.
Are we going to get any other new Titans coming to join the team? Because
I think we got enough for right now. But
the reason I say this is because if you think about it, you know, look what they did at the carnival, pretty much, how they saved people, pretty much. So maybe they start doing good, and maybe more heroes start to come out, or more heroes like them want to join the team and join them and pretty much want to do more help. So you know, so that's another big question. That's the possibility of what new Titans will be joining, or maybe Titan, maybe one. You know, maybe would they just get one new member? So far, we got. If you think about it, right now we got 2 new members. Pretty much, we have Connor and pretty much Rose. Yeah, which we forgot to bring up for character development, but that's okay.
Yeah, Rose just went through a lot.
That's it. Yeah,
she like her character development was all in that one episode where we found out about her past.
There wasn't much to say about her, so I mean, they did all right with her.
I mean, she had a really good change. She did really build up to that change of heart, pretty much, especially with her during her time with Jason.
Maybe next season, you know, in the next season, she, you know, it's all about her trying to work as a team. Maybe, and possibly
trying to be
that outfit.
Yeah, updates outfit. Yeah, definitely her being more of a team player.
Yeah, working with the team. But like you said, though, all joking and kidding aside, maybe updating her outfit because that helmet, that top piece, is just killing. Is not helping.
Of course, the Starfire's biggest thing is dealing with Blackfire.
Again, like we said in the beginning, Blackfire. Is dealing with that. What is Blackfire going to bring? Because right now, all we saw was her. So is there anybody else following her or anybody else with her that's pretty much that's going to be a threat to them? Because right now it's just her. So the question is, what are her plans? What's her end game pretty much? Is she just pissed off that, okay, since Starfire's not going to be here to, be by my side, fine, I'm just going to take her out so then she won't be a problem. That's what it feels like for next season, what they're trying to build up to. But that's a big question, though. It's like, are they going to do a double villain or just a one single villain throughout the season?
I mean, yeah, we got a Batman type, we had a Wonder Woman type, which we'll get back to. We have, we have a Superman type. Is there going to be a Flash type?
Either a Flash type or even maybe...
Kid Flash?
Kid Flash or maybe a Green Arrow type, maybe Speedy, something like that,
Yeah, I would be curious to do if they have introduced either the female Red Arrow, Speedy, pretty much, or they introduce Roy Harper, pretty much.
And that would be cool if they tie that in. If if somebody would ask, if would he make a cameo? Would Stephen Amell make a cameo as Green Arrow? That would be pretty cool.
That'd be interesting.
Crisis, not Crisis, but in this pretty much in Titans, that would be pretty cool. Where he's bringing over, suggested. That would be cool. I mean, like you said, will we be will we be seeing other possible,
we're dealing with aliens next season. Will we see Ms. Martian? Will we see Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. It's like,
will we see a new alien Titan join?
Exactly. Or will we always been seeing pretty much, will the Titans go to space? That's the question.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I mean, so far, like I said, this season was pretty good. You have any favorite moments or episodes in this season?
Season finale I enjoyed, except for that one part I mentioned. I would say the Jericho. Well, we find out what happened with Jericho was good. Superboy episode was good.
I think one of my favorite funny moments is pretty much when Jericho was showing off his abilities. And then he got into Hank. Pretty much Hank was dancing and stuff like that. That was one of my favorite funny moments, pretty much of this. That was one of them, and then the other one was pretty much in the finale episode where they were sitting going, "You go talk to him. You go talk to him." That's where you really felt the Berlanti type of humor from the Arrowverse that you would get pretty much. The finale episode again, I liked it, especially with when the big unveiling of Nightwing, which again they haven't really said his name. They keep teasing it right now, which we'll probably get in the next season pretty much. But it's really that was another big favorite moment. I don't have really any favorite episodes because there's only moments really for me.
Right.
Because even if it was an episode, I would say season finale, but it's just because of that one moment that ruins it for me.
Yeah. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about DC Universe original series, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of the season finale. Were you kind of thrown off with Wonder Girl as well being killed off in a way? Were you disappointed? Was that what ruined it for you in this episode? Or did you think this season finale was great, fantastic, and you just you just loved it because of the unveiling of Nightwing and things like that? Definitely let us know what you guys' thoughts are on it. Do you agree with this, that kind of threw off the season finale? Or you thought, even with that, it kind of made the season finale? You can probably explain to us down below. What are your guys' thoughts on this season overall? Did you thought it was an amazing season? Did you thought it was a good season? That it was definitely better than the first season? What are your hopes and expectations maybe in the coming up season, the third season that did get approved and things like that? And just let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, theories, opinions on all the characters and how they were developed, everything. Let us know what you guys thought of our reaction, not only to this season finale, but also to this whole series, season itself. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
And of course, on the next episode of SRB TV, dealing with Titans, if there's going to be another season, we will of course be tackling season 3 here. Who knows? In space, out of space, outer space, inner space. whatever space
We
it
want
is.
Titans in space, damn
We'll be
it.
tackling that. But our next superhero-based episode of SRB TV, we of course be tackling the final season of Runaways.
Yes, the final season of Runaways, as well as the big event coming up pretty much as well, which is the Crisis on Infinite Earths as well.
Of course, I was talking about series-wise, but yeah, that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
that massive event for heroes.
those are
Talking about heroes pretty much.
So for comic book related stuff, just look forward to our reaction to those. Crisis, we still have to talk about how we're gonna do that, considering like there's like 2 episodes that come out one week, 1 episode comes out another week. You know, it's really weird how it works.
Well, they said there's going to be 3 episodes in December, and then they're wrapping up the last two pretty much in January.
Yeah, so look forward to all of that. But until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Donna filled episode of SRB TV.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
As well as our other shows.
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can check us out on Twitter
as well as Stardust.
at Super React Bros.